match.
Yep.
And this is the match that I'm looking forward to on the card the absolute most. Roman Reigns, CM Punk, and Seth Rollins in the triple threat match. We all found out what the favor is going to be to Punk, and that's to have Heyman in his corner at Mania.
Well, he's winning the
This
match, I'm
is
pretty sure.
Punk's first main event at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Finally. Um, as a fan, uh, when he had his run with the belt and everything, the 400 days, the summer of Punk, and all that stuff. The fact that he didn't main event a WrestleMania then, and we're just now getting him main eventing a WrestleMania is almost criminal. But also, the fact that he hadn't before added so much more to this story that it's just an additional bit of intrigue. Um, like you said, I feel like Punk's going over in this. This is going to be a great match. It's going to be at least a probably 20, 30-minute
Yeah, this is the
banger.
night one main event. And then the last one,
Yeah,
the Cody one's going to be the night two. It would be funny if somehow, like, this impacted the other main event. I don't think it will, but I've seen some people saying, like, oh, maybe there's a way that, like, CM Punk's going to win this and insert himself into the night two main event, which I don't think is going to happen. It doesn't make any sense. Um,
no,
but if Cena does win, Punk's going to win this, and they're going to be feuding. I feel like that. Why wouldn't they do that?
man, if we can get a Punk Cena feud,
That's
I
happening
mean
for sure. Why wouldn't it?
that that was one of the greatest feuds of the modern era.
Yeah.
Um, that was one of the times that they managed to swerve everybody because everybody knew Punk was on his way out. He hadn't necessarily signed to the new contract. I think he signed to the contract like the day of the pay-per-view or
Yeah.
maybe the weekend of when he won the belt off Cena in Chicago and ran off through the crowd from McMahon with the belt.
I don't know.
And
It's that'll be some good shit if they go that direction, and I'm pretty sure that's what they're doing. But the build for this has been pretty good. It started off. I'm a little bit blurry on how it started off actually, because this has been going on for a little bit. But it's mainly CM Punk and Seth Rollins were kind of arguing a lot, and
this started off, I feel like, even before the pay-per-view when Punk teamed with the Bloodline, the OG Bloodline, to fight the new
that's where he
Bloodline.
got the favor from.
Yeah. So we're going back to
Yeah,
last year with
yeah.
this build.
But they basically had CM Punk come out, and it was after he had won some kind of match or something like that. Uh, Man, I can't believe I'm blanking on this so much, but Seth Rollins came out, talked shit on him. They ended up brawling, and then they kept brawling a couple more times, and then man, why am I fucking? I gotta look this up.
Well, they've done a good job with Rollins and Punk, and I'm going to use the term on site like what we were talking about with Priest and McIntyre earlier. Basically when these guys have seen each other on the shows, they're just getting into it.
Yep.
Um, Monday night's build was pretty good. They had Heyman come out, and he's doing his little speech. And anytime Heyman's on the mic, it's going to be good. And then Rollins interrupt him and kind of was like, threatening him that he was going to give him the stomp essentially. And Punk came out to make the save, and they convincingly brawled. And they're fighting outside the ring. Drew slips into the ring. Punk dives in the ring after him. Boom, stomp. And then you got Heyman over Punk, like checking on him, because he just got stomped. And Seth acts like he's going to come in and give Heyman the stomp, and then he stops. And then he tells Heyman, "Now you owe me a favor." So it will be interesting to see
So it was what you were
that.
talking about though. Um, so it's like literally last year, it was the whole match where he got the favor and everything, and then the next night they ended up brawling in the ring, Rollins and Punk, and then it happened. So that was December 2nd. Then it happened again December 16th. They started trading insults and they fought. So then they had a match and Punk defeated him January 6th on Raw. Um, and then Punk eliminated both Rollins and Reigns in the Royal Rumble. And then you cut to the Elimination Chamber, and Punk eliminated Rollins. And then Rollins stomps on Punk, in the Elimination Chamber, and that gave Cena the win. Um, and then they had that cage match uh, where Reigns came out and then pulled Rollins out of the thing and then fucked Punk over. That was a March 10th. So like this has been going on for a while. And then Paul Heyman came out and then talked a little bit March 14th about it. And then March 17th, Rollins comes out um, and he's talking about it and then he hyped it up. They didn't have any kind of altercation there. But then on SmackDown, they had on the 21st of March, they had all three guys fighting each other, Reigns, Punk, and Rollins. And we're getting close to what's going on now. The 24th, uh, Punk comes out, cuts a promo, and then the 28th, that week on SmackDown, that's where they do the signing. And then that's where we Paul comes and says that it's going to be that main event. And then, Punk's crying and Paul's like kissing his
It
head, which
it
was
looked legitimately like he had tears in his eyes too, like he was literally,
this
you
was a
know, like
really good segment, by the way. This was
yeah,
probably like the best one of the whole thing, and this is probably the best promo work of Reigns' career. He seemed legitimate, genuine. He was funny. Rollins has been amazing in this feud. Uh, Everything about these guys, it was really good. Um, and then the next one was April 4th on SmackDown a week later, where we realized what the favor is. Um, and then it's Punk telling him that Paul's going to be on his side, which this was good shit too. Uh, and then April 7th on Raw, uh, Rollins attacks Paul and says that he owes him a favor, which obviously he doesn't. It's kind of funny that Paul bucked up at him and says, "Don't you put your hands on me." This
yeah.
whole thing was good shit. Everything about this has been awesome. And then they end up getting in a fight. Punk's the one that comes out and then saves Paul, and that's kind of where we're at on this. He ends up stomping Punk, and that's about it. I'm looking forward to it.
Now this might be a hot take. It might not be. I don't know. Everybody can let us know after they watch the video and comment on it. But I feel like this has potential on paper to be the greatest triple threat match of all time.
Oh yeah, it's definitely gonna be. I'm really
The
really looking forward
storyline
to it.
is there. The